Hi guys, it's Penny again, and today I'm going to show you how I make an old-fashioned bread pudding. This is a recipe that my nan and my mum used to use, but mine never actually turns out quite the same, but it's good enough for us. So come along and we'll start making. Okay then, let's just run you through the ingredients. I'm making a double batch, okay, so my ingredients will look more than yours. All the ingredients can be found, and method can be found on the Feed Your Family website. So you'd start with 8 ounces of old bread that you've cut into cubes. On that you'd put half a pint of milk, okay, and you leave that to soak for around 30 minutes. You'll also need 8 ounces of mixed dried fruit. In here I have sultanas, I have raisins, and I have currants. You will need 2 ounces of soft brown sugar. You will also need mixed spice. In there I have a mixture of mixed spice and cinnamon. You'll need a couple of tablespoons. Then this is where people go, oh, I don't like that. My nan and my mum always used suet. So you'll need 2 ounces of suet. But as I say, I'm doubling up, so I need 4 ounces, but I didn't check on my suet before I started. So I've got 2 ounces of suet and I've got 2 ounces of grated butter. So you can use grated butter as well. You'll need 2 beaten eggs. You'll need, where have I put it? Oh, you'll need some nutmeg, which I can't remember where I put it, to grate over the top, and some white sugar. So I soaked my bread a while ago, so now you have to get your hand in. I'm really sorry, but it's the best way to do it. So get your hands in and really squeeze all of that bread and milk together. You don't want to see lumps of bread if you can help it, because they'll just stay like that through cooking. That's why I say to take the crusts off, although as you can see I got a bit fed up cutting the crusts off, so there's a few crusts in there, so do as I say, not as I do. Okay, now into this we want to put everything else. So we've got it mucked up. I mean, it's really, kids will love doing this. It's really gooey. Okay, so we're going to go in with our fruit. Just going to mix some of that through. Because you want the fruit throughout. You don't want it just in one place, because otherwise you're just going to have a bit of bread instead of bread pudding. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the sugar. It's soft brown sugar, so it will clump. So just carry on getting your hands in and getting it all mixed in. The fruit itself obviously has a sweetness, but again you do want things to be evenly distributed. So, and this is why I say to get your hands in, because it's the only way. I'm leaving the suet and the butter till last, well, apart from the eggs, because they'll get hot and they'll start to melt. Right, now I'm going to go in with the spice. It smells like Christmas when you're making this as well, so an added bonus for all you Christmas lovers. There you go, and just mix and keep mixing. You can't overwork the mixture because it's not a sponge, it's not pastry, it's basically it's wet bread with fruit and sugar. Okay, now we need to add a little bit of fat, and here we go in with the grated butter and suet. If you don't like suet, just use all butter or a hard margarine, but grate it so that it kind of, if it's cold, and this did only just come out of the fridge, but my kitchen is rather warm because I've got the oven preheated to 180. There we go, and again we're going to try and mix it through. So the butter, the suet, the fat, shall we say, just keeps it all nice and moist. Okay, right, just going to wash off my hand a bit because I need to do something with the eggs. So, just going to crack the eggs into here. You'll only be using one if you're doing it for the first time and only making half the mixture. Mix them together and just pour over. And again, I'm sorry, but get those hands in there. Just keep turning it over. Right, now I have a greased dish. For the amount that show on the web page, the ingredients, you'll need a 7-inch grease dish. I'm going to make a deep one, and yeah, I don't know, those eagle-eyed amongst you might spot that it's an old El Paso dish. What I do when these are on offer is I buy the packets, I donate them to the food bank, but I keep the dishes because they're always handy for baking. So, and then you just pop it all in to your dish. Push it into the corners. There we go. Right. Once again, I'm going to have to wash off my hands, so just bear with. My goodness. Excuse me. Right, I've obviously... There's my nutmeg. Couldn't find it. So what you want to do is you want to grate some nutmeg over the top. Now this is a special nutmeg grater. This was a really cheap one. I think it was under £1, but it works. So hey, that's okay. So I'm just going to grate some nutmeg, and whenever your recipe calls for nutmeg, use freshly grated if you can, because it is definitely one of those spices that doesn't keep well once it's ground or grated, however you like to describe it. And it's just so easy. Right, so there we have, and you can actually leave your nutmeg in here for another time, but I don't. So there we have your bread pudding ready to go in the oven. So it goes into a preheated oven, 180 degrees Celsius, for around an hour, please excuse me, to 1.5 hours. But just look, test, you'll see if it's cooked. So I'm going to pop this in the oven, then I'm going to clear up, and then I shall see you when it's all cooked and ready to go. Right then guys, time's up, and I'm just about to take the bread pudding out of the oven. It's smelling absolutely wonderful. Steve can't wait to tuck in, so let's take a look. Oh my goodness. Right. It really, really does smell amazing. I'm just switching the oven off, so bear with me. Right. That's that off. And I'll just tilt the camera a little so you can see it. There you go. So all that remains now is oh dear, sorry about that, is for me to just sprinkle it with some caster sugar, and then we'll let it cool down, because it really is like molten lava at the moment. And we can have a slice with a nice cup of tea or coffee. For those of you that follow the site, this is the same day as I tried the pigs in blanket tea. I can assure you it won't be pigs in blanket tea that I'll be having with this. So there we go, there is our bread and butter pudding, our old-fashioned recipe. Try it. I'm sure for some of you it will bring back memories of nans, granddads, mums, dads, whoever used to make it for you. If you've never tried it, give it a go. It may become a firm favourite. All that remains now is for me to say thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe onto the channels and give this recipe, this video even, a thumbs up, and we'll see you all again soon. Thank you. Bye bye. If you like what we're doing, don't forget to give us a like. If you'd like to subscribe, click on our picture here. If you want to see more videos of what we get up to, click here. Thanks for watching. Bye.